Look at that. The main shot is half empty. There goes Rico getting here late.
Well, Mincy has tweeted that he's excited to go to the barbecue place ranked 3rd in 2021.
And then he tagged Texas Monthly. He just tweets whatever he's doing at the time.
No problems though.
He just I don't know. At least he wasn't getting mobbed on the way to the 3rd-rated barbecue.
He's high energy. He's a high energy guy.
Don't speak too soon.
I kind of like.
He might tonight.
I kind of like him tweeting this at 3rd rank. Why not just call it one of the best barbecue places in Texas? He calls out there because now I want him to go to 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So he's still on the road. He's going to the Texas Bowl between LSU and Kansas State. Probably the most unnecessary bowl in the history of college football.
Absurd. I'm actually kind of surprised it's made it I think we're playing, right? Like it's happening.
Yeah, but with all the cancellations, with all the games that didn't start.
LSU doesn't have a scholarship quarterback on the roster.
A&M didn't get to play. The Arizona Bowl didn't get to happen, and here we are after the semifinal on a Tuesday. Nobody cares, and they're just going to play.
I'm going to watch it too.
Good.
Yeah, we're all going to bet on it. I assume.
That's what bowls should be. Bowls Christmas week, 11 a.m. kicks, 3 o'clock kicks.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, but this ain't Christmas week. This is.
I know, but
you're gonna watch college basketball.
There's so good college basketball.
It is a great college basketball slate tonight. That's true.
But I think maybe they should have had a bowl every night this week. I know it sounds dumb, but
it's not
fucking give us random bowls. What's the fuck?
I have came to a conclusion.
I've
came to a conclusion that if
My
I
dad
didn't gamble, I don't think I'd watch college football.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm. Thought about. I don't have a team.
I think it's getting there. I don't think it's.
I don't have a team.
So you're just not a big college football guy.
I love I could watch the NFL without betting on it, but because I also have a team. I think it's because I don't have a team, and I can't just pick up a team.
Puerto Rico, you don't really have a team, right?
Notre Dame. Growing up as a kid, I've kind of faded. Gambling has swayed me to where I'm rooting for a team per year. If that makes sense. I'm not a fair weather guy. I try.
That's the definition of fair weather.
You're
try to pick someone outside the top 10 that I gamble on. It's not because I'm and Oregon. I grew up. That's a some things thing with my dad.
There are times in college.
So Notre Dame, Oregon, and then whoever I bet on.
There are independently times within the college football season that I A, wish I didn't have a team, and B, wish I didn't gamble. Those both happen. But then
it is stressful, yeah. Saturday
there are
in
the
October.
days where I'm very happy I have a team and I'm very happy I gamble, and those are the good days.
Yes, 1,000%.
Hope is maybe the best of things.
For sure. That's your entire life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone's out just enjoying a nice Saturday. Don't have to worry about games, and we're out sweating them all out.
Y'all don't worry about her. She just needed a quiet place to sit, and she just needs to be on her phone. It's loud out there, and I said you can sit in here. I won't even bother you. So don't worry about her. She's fine. All right, how's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
This is Pick Central, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. There's the main shot right there. That's the main shot, Rico. Gambler of the year plus the host.
Wow. Who's working those cameras?
TJ. Are you going to block him? You going to run out?
Come on. I like TJ.
Okay.
TJ's having a rough go.
Is he still having a rough go?
Oh, you got the brownies
yesterday was tough.
I almost couldn't eat a brownie yesterday just in case.
Yeah, I had to wait for Dave to leave.
Really?
You going tonight,
I waited for him to leave.
You guys are the biggest pussies. I ate 40 of them.
You going tonight?
I ate
and
one.
Look who can't be on a stream with Dave. Two guys that can't even be
not
in the same
exactly
room.
the biggest punishment in the world.
Why can't two go? What do you mean?
DJ.
Oh, God.
Everything's about you, Rico.
No, I didn't know. I got you. I didn't know.
Yeah,
about
he's
the
confused because it wasn't about him. He's like,
right.
why are you talking
Why
about
are you
this?
talking about me?
All right, we got NFL to talk about. We have NBA to talk about. There's a college basketball slate. College football, free agency is just an unfiltered free agency.
I think it's awesome.
We'll discuss that in a minute. Why don't we let you guys start though? Because I want to take advantage of the time before you guys absolutely hate each other when we get into February and March and you guys turn on each other. So what do you like to start about?
Well, I wanted to start about DeMar DeRozan because I tweeted something today, and it's so easy to be liked as a player in your franchise.
Yeah.
It really is. You chug a beer.
Not just your franchise, but your college, anywhere. Yeah.
But you chug a beer on camera, winner.
Done. Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan last night sucked from the line.
Right.
Stayed after 30 minutes and just shot free throws. It's like we're going to below him for the rest of time.
That is, and sports writers act like they're watching a guy cure cancer when they see it. When a sports writer who's writing a story looks up and sees an NBA player or a college player shooting after, he thinks he has discovered oil.
It's like he's just practicing his job that he sucked at tonight.
Well, he's also practicing it, right? But he
knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. He knows the cameras are still in the building. He knows all these things because, like, he's a Chicago Bull, right?
Yeah.
There are. I'm pretty sure this arena is like this. Maybe next door. I know the Grizzlies is like this, but there are other courts very close where they practice that he could go get away from everybody and shoot free throws.
Oh yeah, could have went to the practice. He could have went anywhere, but he knew, and he's still in his jersey too.
Yeah,
he
full
could take the
uniform.
jersey off after 30 minutes.
And you're right, though. No reporter does it, like, down the middle. They go, hey, DeRozan, nice to see him practicing at the line after struggling tonight, 2 of 8. You know, it's look at DeMar DeRozan really putting it. It's like, cut it down the middle. He sucked. That's why he's there. Like,
it's always like this. You want to know about DeMar DeRozan's true character? Look at this.
Who was a football player who, after they lost, they sat on the 50 for like right after the game? Was it? Do you remember that story?
I don't
he was
remember that
sitting on
one.
the field after the game, like just sitting there, and everyone's like,
remember
"Man,
what you're talking about,
he can't
too.
go home because he's so upset he lost. Like, what a warrior!" It's like he's just fucking sitting there.
Well, you always get the ones after a championship, too, when the losing team, like 4 or 5 of them, will stay out there and watch the celebration. You'll get the picture of them watching it.
They got all their pads on like 3 hours after the game ended.
You'll get the picture of them and saying, it really matters to these guys. These guys.
It's like, but so easy to be liked in
you
this
know
place.
who got that, like, forever? People would say, Jordan.
Yeah.
He couldn't leave till he beats one. Well, just beat him in the first game of one. Why do we have to play 14 games of one-on-one? I just beat you. You know what I mean? Or
Marty, even better than your point about the free throws. Your point about the chugging beer is that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code in our society.
You wouldn't know who David Bakhtiari is.
Because, but I would. It's a tightrope because if you poorly chug the beer, then Twitter's just going to roast you.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't even have to chug it that well. If you can just like get it down without stopping.
Who was the bad chugger? Was it Aaron Rodgers?
He's like stop. He didn't like do it.
Okay, all right.
But all you have to do is just do something that one of us like morons do. Like when Eli Manning went to Green Rock, everyone's like, "Holy shit!"
That took him 15
awesome.
years to figure out to be like normal.
Yeah.
A big thing too is really just rep the other teams in your sports town.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Say like a Baker, like he just shows up to like an Indians game. They're like, he's the
when
man.
LeBron went to the Indians game, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
even though he's like a Yankees fan.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah. Or was it a hockey team that showed up at a fucking baseball game? I can't remember, but I love when somebody showed up at hockey games.
Taylor Lewan and like all the
Nashville. Yes, that's
they
what
all
it is.
showed up at the Predators game.
He chugged the beer.
Yeah.
It's crazy how easy it is for people just to be like, man, that's a good guy.
You out of here? All right. Have a good day at work.
Always.
I actually have figured out the secret of this place, and nobody knows it, and I'm scared she's figuring it out too.
Oh, in here?
If you walk over there, everybody's over there. Everybody's being loud. Frank's over there. You know, everything's loud. But if you come in here and sit, people think you're working. They're not going to bother you.
True. They think you're like waiting for someone for a meeting.
Right.
You're about to do a show.
this is my office now.
It's
I don't leave.
You are in here quite a bit.
I don't leave here.
I've definitely noticed.
I got a bigger office than Erica and Dave combined.
I know. But I
on a pair of headphones, it tells it even better.
Yeah. And nobody bothers me. And Za will sit back in that right in there. He's not doing shit.
I do the same thing. I just sit in here.
That office is much bigger than Dave's.
Yeah.
I saw mine on the 3rd floor. The building made one on the 3rd floor. It's nice.
It's nice for you.
Have y'all been to the 3rd floor?
Oh,
Renovation?
Yeah. It looks like fucking boiler rooms. Just
it's gigantic up there.
chairs and phones. We're waiting for some kind of expansion.
Couple gambling guys.
I would imagine. Katie was walking around
Just
yesterday.
put out the talent search.
You
saw that. Bring them in.
You not nervous about that?
No.
More enemies.
Rigo took a challenge.
So last night we had the Browns and the Steelers,
Yuck.
and yuck. Something about the Steelers and Browns, even if they were both 12-4, 14-2, it's just an ugly game. It's just not the uniforms, the everything about it is just ugly. And I got several questions coming out of this game. Okay, several questions for discussion. And number one is this, because I got 3 Giants fans here.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Ben is wrapping it up, and I hope he is wrapping it up.
Please,
Let's
God.
just say last night was in fact his last home game. They don't make the playoffs. It's over. So looking back, draft of 2004, I believe, 2004.
Yes.
Who do you take? Who had the better career, Ben Roethlisberger or Eli Manning?
All right, I'll say from a Giants fan perspective, I wouldn't trade what Eli did for anything. That's that's loyalty plus the championships.
So
a lot of ups and downs. I think if you went pure consistency, like Roethlisberger probably had the best
he got them.
Rivers probably had the best numbers, which is crazy.
So numbers actually no, Roethlisberger did. Numbers wise.
So then
Okay, here we go.
I think Ben got them closer more times than Eli got us closer.
Roethlisberger I think was the most consistent probably. As a player, the team was.
But you're
the most
right.
consistent.
You can't knock Eli.
They were in
Eli
they were in the playoffs the most.
All-time ranks.
He's an all-time quarterback.
Ben Roethlisberger
For us, anyway.
goes down as 5th all-time in yards. Eli Manning is 9th. But Ben has played 2 additional years. Eli retired 2 years
and
ago.
basically 3.
In touchdowns, Ben is 8th all-time. Eli is 9th. They're right there.
2 years.
And then interceptions, this is where Eli kind of separates himself. Eli threw 244 interceptions. Ben has only thrown 210 interceptions.
This means he tried more.
That's actually honestly, I thought the gap would have been wider.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be 4.
I thought
Eli did throw a ton of interceptions.
One thing I will say with Eli, I think his best years, I think he was probably a little bit more prolific, threw for more yards probably in his big years. But he definitely, like you said, he turned the ball over way more.
So they both won 2 Super Bowls. Ben went 2-1 in Super Bowls. Eli went 2-0. Both, I think, were helped tremendously by their defense in the Super Bowls against Seattle, but both had Super Bowl winning drives. Eli had 2, and Ben had the one, probably the best drive, one of the best drives ever.
Because they beat the shit out of Seattle in that Super Bowl, right?
but they didn't really beat the shit out of them. But that was one of those. That was a bad Super Bowl. The officiating was terrible. It was just bad all around. But they were just so much. And Hines Ward won the MVP, right?
Yeah, Randall L threw a touchdown pass too.
Yeah.
Randall L was sick.
Hines Ward was sick too.
Yeah, he was.
Also,
they had 3 guys that could have played quarterback on that team.
Yeah,
one guy, good guy.
Correct.
One guy,
kind of
bad guy.
right. Yeah, and also I never liked Ben's fat head.
He's always limping around.
Yeah, he's always acting like he's dead.
Eli would just sack himself so he wouldn't get hurt. Good quarterback.
So
I'm not even kidding. It's not even biased. I don't think I would. I'm okay with Eli.
But you know what's amazing though? So back then, the 3 first-round picks, Rivers never won anything. But they're all 3 Hall of Famers.
they all worked out.
They all hit.
They all worked out.
Which is rare as shit in the NFL.
Yeah,
very.
they all hit. And I don't remember when. I don't remember the draft positions. I want to know what Eli's draft position was.
Eli was 1,
Rivers. They were both in the top 4.
Rivers was 4. Roethlisberger, I believe, was
9?
7
Well,
or
we
8.
didn't draft Eli, right?
Well, it was the trade with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Because he refused to go to the Chargers because he was a big fat pussy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was smart. He wanted to win 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Why would he not want to go?
He could have won at San Diego too.
L.A. Well, I guess. California.
Then that makes the argument that Eli's a better quarterback.
New York.
Yeah,
Because I think a lot of people would say Rivers. I think a lot of outside people we're Giants fans. So for me, the point of Eli is more just he's my guy, and what he did, I wouldn't trade it.
And they wouldn't trade anything Big Ben did, aside from off the field shit, obviously. But I think you have to ask people outside of the question.
Because I hear I've heard Big Cat talk about they would Rivers was a better quarterback, he's more consistent, which is probably fair. But having the 2 versus 0 is such a trump card. I can slam that down anytime. I can wave around like a weapon. It's easy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
2 Super Bowl 0. Boom,
No.
done.
Yeah, but Ben and Eli are 2-2. That's why it's so
No,
fascinating.
you if you want to say Ben over Eli, that's fine. Like I said, he was probably more consistent.
He got them closer a bunch of
you gotta
way
say
more
Ben.
time.
He was more consistent. That's fine.
He also had. I think there's no argument that the Steelers are a better organization.
100%.
He's always had a better defense. He's always had better weapons. The Giants would either be boom or bust, whereas the Steelers are pretty much right across the board.
They're
the Giants used to be not. They used to be a franchise that was in that realm.
They've knocked down a little bit, but Giants, I would say, consistency wise,
But it
and the way
faded.
they run
It
things,
used to be.
Giants are a top 10.
We crashed.
Still.
No, we
I
crashed
still
into the
say
ground
they're
the
a
last
top 10.
5 years.
I think
we
the Giants
were.
used to be that way, like from
You
the
don't think they're a top 10 franchise?
from the 80s until 2010. Yes, but boy, they've been trash for.
Yeah, but
No.
has it been organizational chaos?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
has been.
How bad it's gotten over the last 4 or 5 years. We have the worst record in the NFL.
Like
It's a
Gettleman.
disaster.
Yeah.
Gettleman's a joke,
All right.
and he's been
It's
there.
a disaster. Everything's
But
a
I meant
disaster.
like, all right.
Right now,
PR
everything's a disaster.
disasters, like fights. All right.
Maybe not
Yeah.
so much
But you-
that.
but-
did, though.
but see,
boat?
the
Did you
Giants-
guys have the
like-
boat?
Odell's
Yeah.
whole
No,
thing,
literally,
like-
since
all right.
I've been saying this, I'm telling you, I think the worst thing we've done the last like 6 years was fire McAdoo. And everyone despised him. The last time this team was good was when McAdoo was at the helm. It's a fact that McAdoo basically got ran out because he wanted Mahomes.
That seems like
When
it.
it's
way.
true. It's true.
Really?
Look it up. He wanted Mahomes. They thought he was crazy. They thought Eli still had years left in the tank. That was a big part of it. Then obviously he played Geno Smith. I think that was a big mistake.
That
Because you
literally-
don't
I
bench
think
Eli
that's
for
what
Geno. You
happened.
bench Eli for like a young first-round quarterback when he's struggling. You don't bench him for a guy that you know is bad. But McAdoo is the last time this team was any good was when he was the head coach of it. It's been nothing but trash since he's left. That's a fact.
All right, second discussion point from last night's game. Are y'all ready to call it on Baker? Are y'all ready to call it?
No.
Are y'all ready to say he cannot be a top level guy?
Needs surgery.
No, Baker can't be a top. I don't-
Top. Well, you lost. You caught top level. I like paused for a second. I was saying no.
Oh yeah, I don't need
But top level is like when you say top level,
Can he consistently be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL?
top 10. I don't know.
I mean, that's
I
well,
think-
top third. I mean, that's a big.
I think he can be. I think he can be.
I think so.
I think
I
he'd be.
don't know.
I
if
think
you're
he'd
not
be
top
close.
10, you're very average.
I think he'd be close.
fact. I
think he'd be close
No,
to
I
that.
think he could
Like
be. I think he
fringe.
can.
I think.
I
Fringe.
think he gets a bad rap.
I think he's not a very good quarterback.
He's playing with a torn labrum, which I think is like people are not giving him like enough slack for. But top, like I think his ceiling is like 10. To be honest,
Maybe. I guess. I mean, the top 10 does fluctuate a little bit, but
there's just especially there's a lot of good young quarterbacks right now that have made it. I think
a
the
lot
top
of good
10
young
tough.
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Like when you have these Burrows and Herberts and Murrays and these guys like Dak's really good. You have a lot of these guys in the mix. Behind the obvious guys like Rodgers and Brady still around, it's tough.
Do you think with a decent quarterback, Steelers like 11, 12 win team this year?
Yeah, I could see that.
I think that like that's why when people are all mad about like not they're upset obviously because of the nostalgia factor of Big Ben, but it's like last year with the Saints.
Yeah.
Like their roster was Super Bowl unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I think they should have honestly won if they had a quarterback. But
Right.
Drew Brees his arm didn't work.
But like, I get it for these teams though to be like, hey, the car's still running. Let's just
you
ride
gotta-
it. You know, like
it's
you-
hard to put it
I'm
out
not
of
saying
pasture.
You,
Yeah.
yeah, to go
They
buy a
also-
fucking
let's
new
also-
quarterback is very risky. Or
No, but
to,
they don't
to
have-
draft a new quarterback is very risky.
Yeah, like Steelers didn't have anyone better than
Yeah, the
Roethlisberger.
hardest thing to
Yeah.
do in football is to go get a quarterback anyway.
Yeah.
which is still, we've been saying it forever, it's still amazing to me that the NFL is elite and it's a money-making machine. It dominates sports. It's so far ahead of everybody else, and there's still a third of quarterbacks in the league that are just teams that have
Yeah.
shit quarterbacks.
But
There's 8 good quarterbacks.
I
and
think it's
and
more-
backups, like there's nobody sitting there fighting for Ben's job where you have to bench this guy. There's nobody fighting for Eli at the end of his career. Like, it's crazy.
But I think it's just
Crazy.
the way, like the direction the league's gone it with throwing so much that we're realizing like how hard it is to be a good quarterback. Like back in the day, they'd throw the ball 20, 25 times, get the run game going. It was easier to look like a
Yeah,
good
I mean,
quarterback.
Sanchez had
now
a
when you,
life,
when
yeah.
you got to drop back and throw it 50 times, you get exposed a lot.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. You're making
And-
good points today.
Thank you. I try.
We're talking.
I'm trying to
well
be
today.
rational.
We
I think
are.
we are.
I think he's talking exceptionally
we're
well. I
breaking
think
down
you're
some
talking pretty
football.
well. He's
Pretty
not
well.
doing great. I'm doing okay.
I'm just breaking down football. It's just the
If I
truth.
had to do a ranking so far of the show, I go Big Ev 1, Marty 2, I'm 3, and Rico a distant 4th.
Got it. All right, thanks.
That's good.
That green is toxic. That thing.
Yeah.
Look
It's
on camera.
on the screen. It's bright.
It's
Popping.
tough on the camera. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it looks good in person. Thank you for the gift.
Oh, I did give that to you.
Yeah.
It's a nice jacket.
Yeah, I'm a quality guy.
So who gifted you that?
Joe Moorhead.
There's no way you bought it.
Joe Moorhead, the former offensive coordinator at Oregon.
Now the head coach of Akron.
Yeah, you want some Akron gear?
I'd wear some Zips gear.
I know you will. I don't have to ask you. You'll wear anything.
Without a doubt.
I won't.
You'll wear some Akron gear.
Nah.
Marty,
They're turning it around.
you
If
act
it's
like you're
nice.
above Akron, but you're
No, I'm not
you're not
above
above
Akron.
free anything.
No, it's not above Akron. I'm thinking about the colors.
The navy
blue and
blue.
gold?
Dark blue and gold. Not terrible.
You get
Not
golf
great,
shirt,
but not
you wear it
terrible.
when we go play in the summer.
My greatest
wait to
NCAA
golf.
dynasty of all time was with Akron. NCAA 2008. I got them moved to the Big Ten, won several national championships, supplanted Ohio State as the power in the Big
Damn.
Ten. Akron was just dominant. Had a 5-star from Biloxi, Mississippi, 4-year quarterback. Boy, it was great.
That'll do it. That'll turn it around.
Yeah, I had ties to Mississippi, though. I kind of cheated. And when they bring back the NCAA football game, I want to be able to cheat.
Like how?
I don't know.
Oh.
I want to be able to pay players.
They should have like
Oh,
a, like,
yeah.
like almost mix it with like a GTA where you can like send Booster to drop duffel bag off at parents'
Oh,
Right.
house.
It's actually true. Like, yeah, that should be awesome.
And I also want got to bail star quarterback out of jail because he got thrown out of a strip club. I
Have you ever
want.
played Blitz the League 2?
yeah.
I've definitely not played Blitz League
In
2.
that game, you could like slip your players steroids and
Yeah,
stuff,
my
but
buddy
you could
was
get caught.
playing that.
Yeah, that was
He had
awesome.
mono in college. He walked in his room and he got an excuse to not go to class for a week. Set it up where he put the TV at the end of his bed, would just lay there and fucking play Blitz League. He was like, we were like, how you doing? He's like, I'm slipping guys steroids like left and right for a week straight. This kid, you go in his room.
I
It's
never
nuts.
played that. Was that an Xbox exclusive or was that on
Probably.
PS2?
It was
No.
one where
Oh.
in the middle of the game, you could take the player's helmet, rip it off his head, and then hit him over the head with it.
It had like Mortal Kombat injuries too. Like you
Yeah,
would
I
like
mean,
see
Garrett
their
did
bones
that.
breaking and stuff.
Really? Okay. All right.
Great game.
No, I never played that one.
TJ was playing at like 8.
Oh,
that
you know
come
what I
out? Yeah.
was thinking about yesterday? Now that they have changed,
Bless you.
like, I always thought about records of like, because they were saying like Najee Harris
Right.
was whatever last night. Now that they add an extra game, like, does that just like does everything start new now?
No. It just
I think the old players
It's
just
like
get
the
fucked.
They get fucked.
it's
right?
like the
Yeah,
Roger
that's-
Maris over
that's-
Babe Ruth thing.
Yeah, that's just
Well,
stupid.
for a while,
TJ Watt's about to break
The NFL was
Strahan's
14,
sack record next
14
week.
games, so they had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone's changed.
No,
since
it's just the new
90
record. Yeah,
like the 1900s.
Also,
or whatever,
what
but, like,
what TJ Watt was doing to that poor right tackle last night was just unfair.
TJ Watt was just like toying with Baker too. Just like
They were
going
only
like this
putting
and,
they were
like-
only putting him in the second half on third downs. They were playing a backup guard at right tackle. It was borderline like
He's
bullying.
not even. It's not even close, right?
It was bullying.
No, I'm saying like defensive player. yeah,
So
it's not
like
even close.
Michael Thomas has the record for catches, 149. Cooper Kupp needs 11 to break it, and he gets an extra game.
yeah,
So
it's kind of not fair.
I mean, he could get to 150 catches. Cooper Kupp, by the way, his numbers are ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
I won my fantasy league. I
I
bought his
hate-
jersey yesterday.
Really?
I feel like I owed it to him.
Yeah.
He's annoying because he's.
You know
like,
what I haven't
he's
seen
one of
out of
those
you?
hot guys that are good at sports, and it pisses me.
You know what
off.
I haven't seen out of you in a little bit? The
Marty, you
Oregon
just-
State gear.
What'd you say?
I have it still. They've been bad this year. I can't bet.
I
them.
know, I understand.
No, but that was I bought it
You
out of my
are a loyal.
appreciation.
He is a
I bought
loyal
it.
guy.
I bought 2 hats.
You're the hot guy in sports thing knocked you down. You're number 3 now.
Oh, it's fine. I hate hot guys in sports.
You know, you're the first person to bring up that Cooper Kupp is a good-looking guy. He is a good-looking guy.
great looking guy.
Is he? I don't know that I know exactly what Cooper Kupp.
He's pretty handsome.
Yeah, he's a handsome.
He's
fella.
blonde. He's got a nice beard.
Yeah.
Probably like he's like 6'2", 6'3", like 220.
Lives in L.A. Probably has a good life.
Oh my God.
real
yeah.
good.
But he's a guy. He went to like Eastern Washington. Like he wasn't a
Good
wasn't a
name,
big
too.
recruit. Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Great white receiver name.
Oh yeah. Blonde.
Good looking guy.
Where's number 18?
He looks like a Paul brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of looks like a Paul brother.
Handsome
Handsome fella.
guy can ball.
Yeah, he's good football player. All right. Speaking of balling, you'll be balling when you realize that work attire has changed. The days of wearing uncomfortable office attire are over. Suits and ties are a thing of the past. I think we're all happy about that. But what are we supposed to wear instead? That's the problem Stephen Borelli set out to solve when he started a company called Cuts. In 2016, Stephen set out to create clothes ready for every occasion the modern man faces. He started by reinventing the T-shirt. They got great T-shirts, they got great joggers, they got great everything. Their long sleeve tees are great as well. Their signature buttery soft, custom engineered Pika Pro Tri-Blend tee. It's a bold new take on a classic design, combining the ultimate blend of high quality cotton, polyester, and spandex. GQ magazine has called it the only shirt worth wearing. With a minimalist design that's professional enough for the office, yet comfortable enough for a night out, Cuts combines versatility with style, so you have the perfect look for every occasion. Cuts Clothing is work leisure apparel for the sport of business. Get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off. The only shirt worth wearing. Speaking of hot, the Cuts Clothing TV commercial, the gal they got in there. Whew.
I can't. I haven't seen that one.
I The ad's over, so cuts don't watch this. Marty, she was so hot I took a picture of her from the TV on my phone.
Brandon's so horny.
No, I'm not horny.
Lunatic.
I'm not horny.
Oh,
That's even new. That's how you even knew. I said Julia Rose yesterday. And he goes, "Oh, the girl that showed her tits."
Yeah.
No. At the World Series.
I didn't know she had a
He's an
boyfriend.
That's the World Series.
The man is.
I'm not
an
horny at
animal.
all. I took a picture of a girl on TV.
The man's an animal.
I was like, I don't know when I'll see her.
That's such an old guy thing to do too. You can just look it up on the internet.
Is she hot?
She's hot, but I feel like she's hot, but you see a lot of that in commercials.
I don't know, man. I was
very attractive.
I was in the picture taking mood that day. I took pictures of my Madden 2005 cover that I just procured at eBay.
Oh God.
LeVar Burton at the Rose Bowl, who looked so
Great
old.
fit.
I couldn't believe
Great
that was
fit.
him. I thought it was an old player. I didn't realize LeVar Burton was that old. And then these two girls, you're on the 50-yard line. There's nobody within 150 yards of you. Why are you wearing masks? Whatever. Speaking of bench mob boys,
Thursday.
ahead of your trip to Michigan.
Must win
You're
for the Wolverines.
You're going to Michigan, but you said tonight was a great college basketball slate. I think I have one college basketball play today, but
I have so many.
what's the highlight of the slate today?
It's
Kentucky, LSU?
Yeah, Kentucky LSU is a big one.
And that's my play.
A lot of teams are
Who
back.
you on?
LSU.
Oof, I'm on Kentucky.
I'm on Kentucky also.
I just
Yeah.
follow a little line movement here. That's
We
all.
tried to have like a group. I think the bench mob bet's going to be Kentucky in the over, right, Marty?
Yeah, and then and we have like.
But isn't LSU's defense incredible?
It is. I said LSU,
Yeah.
but I think I don't know. Marty's
I mean, Baylor, Oklahoma's a good game. Like
Yeah.
Texas, Kansas State's a good game.
Groves is back for
Michigan,
Oklahoma.
Michigan, Rutgers, Duke is back.
Marquette,
Like,
Providence.
You going, TJ?
I don't know. It's at 7.
can't really
so I
'cause
could
of
probably
you.
get there for the second half.
Don't you have season tickets?
Yeah, I have your show.
Yeah, you could bail out on that stupid show.
Yeah, who's gonna produce the show?
See what you're doing to people?
I can't go see his favorite team play a big game tonight.
That shows the reason he has season tickets.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because
How's that?
Let me ask you a
You want-
question.
you wanna
Why
know?
don't you just tape it?
huh?
Tape it.
It's
tonight.
a fucking call-in show, dumbass.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
but
tape
at
it.
3:00, are the calls gonna be any different than 7:00?
That's true.
Okay.
When's that show on? It's up against Jeopardy anyway. That's why nobody watches it.
People watch it. People love it. Sling won't let me stop it.
I'll tell you this.
Sling won't let me stop it. You know what? Next week it's rebranding from the Brandon Walker College Football Show to the Brandon Walker Show.
For what does that mean?
We're
It's
just
gonna
going to
be-
talk about
do
anything.
like a variety hour.
I'm just going to do a variety hour. I'm just going to talk about anything. I told him no college basketball because there's already two guys that try to talk college basketball here.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Marty.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I try.
And the reason I'm to credit for TJ getting season tickets is the day that he went to that game and went viral with that 2 million hit video, I had called in sick because of my migraine, allowing him to go to the game. So there you go.
That's nice.
And
Nice of you.
and speaking of, Rico, you got to stop making fun of me for my migraines.
Yeah, you flipped
Hey,
out.
just take an Advil.
That's a family shot. Though.
Advil doesn't do
Flipping
anything.
out.
Excedrin.
No, nothing.
Honestly, you want to hear something? My uncle used to get bad ones. You put a belt on your head.
No. What?
The pressure. There's something. Telling you. It's
Like-
not.
You want me to put a belt on my head?
Yeah, not here. I mean, you look ridiculous enough, but I'm just saying. The belt on the head.
There's just no way.
Is that what your uncle told you?
My uncle did it.
Is your uncle still with us?
No, he's still with us.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
good.
was
I
hoping
thought he
you
was
said
making.
that.
I
Like
thought
around
he was
his
making
neck.
a joke about the belt sliding down your neck.
Yeah,
Right.
me too. You're being serious about the
Swear
belt?
to God, I would call him.
What?
but he's
Whoa,
crazy.
whoa, whoa!
Wow.
There's the number 3. There's the number 3 barbecue restaurant in.
There's an Astros hat just perfectly placed.
I
Yeah,
still don't understand why he's there.
there is no reason. He just is the biggest grifter here.
You know
Nobody
who the
talks
fourth
about
person is there?
it. Who?
Jack McCarthy.
Why is he there? Well, no, he's hooked up with
Yeah,
Megan and
no, that's
Kelly.
why
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
a funny.
yeah. He
that-
takes care of them, but
that foursome is wild.
Ben Mintz being there makes no sense.
No sense.
Also,
all right.
I will say though, those ribs look fantastic.
Ribs look good. The sausage looks great. Is that? I think that's roasted chicken at the top. Maybe it's roasted turkey. I don't know what that is.
Potato bread
Some mac and
looks
cheese.
I don't know what that is on the bottom
unbelievable to
left.
make a
I got to get
sandwich.
close to that plate.
And
Honestly,
you know that potato bread can't hold the sandwich sauce and shit. But
You also know why it's a good place, the table. That's a good
Yep.
barbecue place.
Great
table.
barbecue.
Good table.
no tablecloth yet.
You also have real paper towels there, not
Yep,
just
need that.
napkins.
Need that.
What are that's mac and cheese? Is that Brussels sprouts?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I don't know what those. Can we zoom in on the vegetables, please? Brussels sprouts for sure. I don't know what is that cheese grits?
Is that like corn?
Or is that two mac and
is
cheese?
that corn pudding?
It's corn
that
pudding.
like
That's exactly
artichoke
what it
dip?
is, and that is artichoke dip with Parmesan cheese shaved on top. That's exactly what that is.
Does
yeah,
look good.
maybe a spinach dip.
Love some good potato
The
bread,
Brussels
too.
sprouts are cooked very well.
Dave says, "Don't hurt him, Minty."
I'm I'm not big on the bread. Okay, that is either roasted chicken or that's it chicken or turkey, and that is what is that on the bottom left?
Is that sausage?
That is more
Kielbasa.
sausage. That's more sausage. Yeah.
All right, my uncle's weighed in.
What did he say?
I said, does the belt on your head from work for migraines? He said, yes. But if you have a dishwasher run and mid-cycle, open it up and breathe in the steam, that's a big help too.
These people are idiots.
What?
Hank walks by
Hank
and
was-
says, "Why is
Hank
why
was
is the room
perplexed by where
the sitting arrangement here? It doesn't make sense why you guys all sit over here."
Look at Feilberg's knees singing.
Oh God,
That's just funny.
is that how he's going to take over TikTok?
Yeah, it's called hominies.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty.
I
good.
like that.
That's going to stupidly
It's
do.
really good.
It's going to do great.
That's 2 million.
There
likes.
we are. There's the studio. It's just three fat guys and Marty on the other side of the room.
Said take Excedrin migraine too. It's the only thing that works.
Guys,
we do have a heavy show.
Yeah,
we do. You're the only one ruining
Yeah,
it.
it's really
the
just
aesthetic.
me.
You got to get fat.
Mincy.
What if your goal in 220? Rico, come on. You're pretty big. You're big.
Big?
You're big.
How much you weigh?
You're bigger than you should be.
How much you weighing these days?
Yeah, I got holiday weight.
How much you weighing these days?
What'd you get? Holiday for Labor Day?
Oh Jesus.
What?
Oh Jesus!
What if your what if your resolution in 2022 was to get to 300 pounds?
I've been trying to get big. Like I've always tried to get to like 220. That's where I want to be.
I want to get to 222. We're just coming from different directions.
Yeah, I just won't. It doesn't go. I have like what I ate yesterday is disgusting.
Yeah, you do eat like trash.
Like yesterday, think about it, I had a bagel,
yeah.
3 bags of chips, corn dogs, sushi, McDonald's twice.
Sushi's kind of healthy, but
When did you get McDonald's twice?
I had it at
If you had corn dogs and sushi,
I had it
because you had corn dogs at 7.
I had it at 11 and 1
in the
11?
morning?
at night.
In the morning. 1
Yeah,
1 a.m.
Yeah, 11 at night, 1 a.m.
Oh, okay, wait, time. Can
11 p.m.
I understand. What I don't understand is ordering it at 11. 1 a.m. is 2 hours after 11.
Yeah.
So you had it then,
Yep.
and then you ordered it again.
Yeah.
What did you have at 11?
So I had a 10-piece,
Right.
and they forgot one of my burgers. So I was like really craving the burger at
Yeah.
1, and I was like, all right, I ordered 3 burgers.
You know what? I'm fine with that. That checks out. Because if you get a taste for a McDonald's burger,
Yeah.
you need a McDonald's burger.
Yeah, like only the nuggets came.
Yeah.
And I
Kind of
was
makes
like,
sense. It goes back to it's kind of one order. 3 burgers and 10 pieces, like not an outlandish.
It's
Yeah,
also
it's
great.
kinda what-
It's also great business on their part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's-
and I'm too lazy to complain to
Let's
Uber
stiff them a
Eats.
burger. See if
Yeah,
we
they
can
just
get it
swung
back.
you for 3 more.
Yeah. I ordered the other day. I ordered on because Dana had buffalo chicken dips, and he was eating it with crackers, which I hated. So I ordered scoops. I ordered so many different things. I only got the scoops. That was it, and a random thing of salsa, and I still didn't complain.
I loved your tweet today, though. You tweeted, "It's a crime that McDonald's doesn't serve breakfast all day," which is correct.
Fact.
They
But
did
the-
for a little while.
But the low-key best part of your tweet, McDonald's universally stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. Your tweet was at 10:31.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow. Stars align.
That's amazing.
It was 10:31 a.m. I was looking at the time. I was like, he might have just got turned away for breakfast.
They should
right,
at least,
right on
At
time.
least give us till like 11.
11, dude. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think they should
like,
give till noon.
I mean, I agree. I
for
think
a
it should be all
while, they were
time,
doing
but
it all day.
There's
though,
some
for a
things-
They
little
were.
while.
They said COVID.
which makes no sense.
Yeah.
0 cents.
There's some things
What did
that
they
these
say?
restaurants do that other people don't do. The syrupy buns is
Unbelievable.
just them. Stuffed crust pie, I don't care what you say. It's the only place you can go for is Pizza.
Pizza Hut, yeah.
I have a take that's even more universal than that. I think breakfast should be available at every restaurant all the time.
Yes.
Because sometimes I want breakfast. Like what Cracker Barrel does it the best way. If I go to Cracker Barrel at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday and I want to eat pancakes, I get to eat pancakes.
1,000%.
Sometimes I want to eat pancakes.
Cracker
That's
Barrel's
why
pancakes
diners
are
do so well.
good.
It still makes no
Best
sense
syrup.
why we even made foods a category. It should all
We
be
put ourselves in a box.
Wow,
That's what we did.
We assign foods to times we didn't have to do that.
We
No.
did not. It could be
We
all
put
be
ourselves in these
We don't
boxes.
have to. Like, I shouldn't have to eat breakfast. I don't want to, and I don't. But I could. Lunch shouldn't be a thing. Dinner shouldn't be a thing. It should just be eat.
You should be able to wake up at 8 a.m. and have spaghetti if you want spaghetti.
Yes.
See, the only-
and I would. It
the
wouldn't be a
only-
difference.
The only safe space we have for this is a diner.
Yeah.
Diners are the safe
But
space.
I haven't gotten, like, Jersey is supposed to be the diner capital and everything. I haven't found a great diner in Jersey. I haven't found a diner where I'm like, oh, wow, because they're sneaky expensive.
I haven't either. I have one by me. It's just I keep going.
a
It's
lot
just
on
not
Route
good.
17.
And
not good.
Tons of them on Route
you go,
17.
You go to a diner. Yeah, the one I go to is on Route 17.
State Line?
No, I go to Suburban.
State Line's one of my. I'm past Suburban. I've definitely been in there before.
So I go in there and like the menu's 80 pages.
Yep.
And I just haven't found the good one yet. I haven't found the good meal.
Interesting.
I think a lot of diners are just all the food stays the same.
I went to Jefferson Diner, which is out near Sparta. It was remarkable, but it's too far from my house. It was a special trip, and then so that was great. I was looking to buy a house out there.
Why don't you say your address and then let people find ones closer to you?
That's kind of smart.
God damn it! I wish I knew your address because I was. There's Rudy.
That was healthy conversation.
That was a good conversation. Good aside. Good aside.
Ooh.
Let's talk about college football for a second.
Kim today. All right.
She here?
You gonna walk late?
No, I gave her an E for both days.
Why
I'm
was
not-
she excused?
I know she's working.
You're very biased.
What do you mean? You know you are biased. You're not an honest guy.
I am. It pained me, but I had to do
You gave her excused because you know she's working.
see her TikToks.
What was she doing?
TikToks. She's working.
What pained you? Who'd you have to give a late to?
BU. 2 days. Guys here every day.
Who?
BU. Big useless. 2 days every
Oh
year.
yeah, he's. Here's the thing.
I know.
If you started doing attendance on the other side, Big T gets here about 9 o'clock every day, but that
Oh,
motherfucker
Lord.
at 5 o'clock, if he hasn't left, he starts shaking.
Oh yeah, he has to. He's the biggest 9 to 5 guy of all time.
But he works his fucking ass off. So
Large. Got to put large down.
well, Larch doesn't have a set schedule. People don't answer to you, Rico.
I understand that.
Oh boy.
I think it's working though.
College football,
We gotta put the security guards in a better spot. I feel bad for them over there.
they're right by the door.
Yeah, but it's like they shouldn't have to press
Okay.
the button for you.
So when I was, me and TJ came in last week. We had to do this show, and I was here about 3 o'clock one day, and I'm just sitting out there on the couch because nobody's here. We're literally the only two people here, and a Barstool fan just walks in, and she's a girl or a young lady, and she is standing at the door. I think, is there a delivery? Is there what? And I open the door, and she just walks in and says, "So this is it," and I go, "Can I help you?" And she said, "I've always heard about it, and I just wanted to come see it." And this is exactly why we have security.
Yep.
And you know me, great big bitch. I gave her the whole tour.
Oh, I
I gave
know.
her a tour. I gave her a shirt. I gave her the whole. She DM'd me later. She didn't know who I was. She knew who PMT was.
That must have. That's when the tour ended. Hey, sweetie, kick rocks.
This is where I do my show. Who the fuck are you?
She said, "And what do you do here?" And I'm like, "Well, I do some shows." And I gave her a tour. She took a picture of the PMT studio, all that. She ends up leaving, and she DMs me later and says, "Oh, my boyfriend knew exactly who you were. Thank you very much." And that was it. So now I know why we have security, because
Crazy as
I'd be
show
giving
up.
tours all day. Caleb Williams, Oklahoma's freshman quarterback. Oklahoma loses him to the portal, and then they immediately gain Dylan Gabriel, who had previously said he was going to UCLA.
Unreal.
It's just unfiltered, unabashed, unstopped free agency.
That was
Where's
that
Williams going now?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, but he says Oklahoma's in the mix, right?
Well, he said that before Gabriel
Yeah,
took
now,
his spot.
Now he's gone. I'd
Do you
say,
think that?
Oh, Dylan Gabriel's 100% going to.
Dylan Gabriel.
He had already committed to UCLA.
Yeah.
Once Caleb Williams put his name in the transfer portal, he said, "No, not going to UCLA. I'm going to go to Oklahoma."
He took that spot. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel took the
I
spot.
can't even keep up with it.
But I've heard.
I feel like I'm 20 minutes off.
I've heard in this rumor and innuendo that Caleb Williams is headed to Georgia for a NIL deal that's in the millions.
Wow.
That's what
I've also heard UCLA's name in the mix for him as well.
I've heard Auburn too.
Do
So
you think he was trying to like strong arm Oklahoma? Like I don't need to stay here, and then all of a sudden Oklahoma's like.
I
fuck
think
that.
by the time we find something out, it's already been decided. Like he probably woke up yesterday morning and Dylan Gabriel was probably already headed to Oklahoma.
So he was like, "Let me get it out before."
Maybe. I think. No, I think he probably told him last week I'm leaving, and they started getting Gabriel,
Got it.
and we found out about it all yesterday. But like UCF's former offensive coordinators in Oklahoma, that's why Dylan Gabriel's going there. But I gotta be honest, Dylan Gabriel's fine, but he's a gigantic step down from Caleb Williams, isn't he?
I agree, but I think you're underselling Gabriel a little bit. I think he's pretty good.
He was.
And I just imagine him. Well, the system's going to be different. I'm sure there's still going to be high flying offense, all that.
Well, I mean, this guy's offensive coordinator.
Like,
it's not going to be that much different.
Like I think he's going to go there and put up numbers. Is basically what I'm
But
trying
it's
to
so
say.
weird where it's like Williams just like beat out Rattler, who's
Right.
everyone was talking about. You kind of have your
For
position.
2
and all of
weeks,
a
they said he was a
sudden-
Heisman sleeper.
Yeah, like all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're just like what? You're at the best quarterback school. Pretty
well,
much.
quarterbacks are just going all over. Like Rattler's
Well, but
now
the
in South
offense
Carolina, and
Yeah, I guess the offense.
Like Riley left, so I think that
Yeah.
changed things.
Zach Calzada at A&M stepped up, beat Alabama, and his ass is out. And he's
Yeah.
going. And Max Johnson, who kind of sucked at LSU, is going to A&M. I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I do
But I
like that.
kinda love
I
it.
do
It's
like
officially
that you can
it's
do
NBA
this.
free agency. I tweeted yesterday when Caleb Williams transferred. Like now they officially I think might have the best offseason.
Who?
Like college football. They might have just
Ooh.
passed NBA as the best offseason.
If you consider that you have the coaching carousel, which is now crazier than it's
Mm-hmm.
ever been, and the transfer portal, which is going to be crazier. The problem college football is facing right now is they've had about 25 years worth of changes in the last 12 to 15 months.
Yes.
And it's trying to catch up. College football fans are like, it's all just going over their head. It's too fast, too much. They need to slow down a little bit. Plus, they need to take December back. They need to have like a transfer portal. Like coaching carousel, recruiting, and transfer portal can't happen all at the same
They
time.
got to do it like the NBA.
They got to
There's got to be like a window.
They got to stagger.
There's got to be like a window. But then you get the rumors beforehand,
Yeah.
but nothing's official till like X date, whatever it is.
It's almost like too when like sometimes with basketball you realize, oh fuck, like Boogie Cousins on the Bucks. Like you're like, oh shit, I didn't know he was there because so many people went. You forget some people.
But will it ever stop the momentum of high school recruiting? Because why, if you're a high school quarterback who's a 5-star, why would you ever sign with Georgia? If Georgia gets Caleb Williams, why would you ever sign with Georgia? Like Georgia's just going to get the hottest guy on the market, and I don't like Justin Fields signed with him, and there was an opportunity, so he leaves. They got a couple guys. Brock Vandegrift is a 5-star freshman. They got another 5-star freshman coming in, and Caleb Williams is just going to take their job.
Well, I think because you could just leave again.
I guess
Like Ohio State had that problem.
Yeah.
We've had 2 quarterbacks transfer, which I knew from the jump. Like Jack Miller, I was like, he's never going to play. He's going to be gone in a second.
you're right, though.
He's at Florida already. Quinn Ewers, he's back at Texas already.
I
think we're just going to see more and more of that.
I do think it is ruining the high school thing where it's like, it's this kid Jones out of fucking whatever is a star and his life dreams to go to USC, and then like a Heisman guy leaves and goes to USC, and now this poor kid's like,
Right.
well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like those high school kids are set on committing for 4 years, whether you believe it or not, and now everything's kind of wacky.
High school, we're about to enter a world where high school seniors are not the biggest recruits in the country anymore.
Yeah, I know.
No,
that's
true.
The biggest recruits in the country
and
will
what
be
did that
Caleb
poor
Williams is.
Yeah.
This
you know,
year,
like
yes,
what
to
did
me.
that poor kid do? He committed, and because somebody comes back in, the coach essentially lied. Like the whole thing is wacky to me.
I mean, I would argue. I mean, yours might be.
Yeah, I still just think with him, like we got to see him play first a little bit before we're like really. I hear you, like he's definitely up there, but
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, like we've seen him be really good.
Yeah, but in the recruiting rankings, like if it's to be trusted, which I don't think it is all the time. I mean, yours is like the highest ranked recruit in the history of the whole thing, which is still wild to me. Anyway, what's going on out here? It seems like there's a lot of activity. No, nothing.
I don't think so.
You keeping any notes on people coming and going?
These are all my pals. They're all.
Pat's your pal?
Oh, big time.
I didn't know that.
Sit next to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you took Gaz's desk. You stole Gaz's desk. What happens when he comes back?
Gaz? We
Yeah.
split it. He knows the deal.
There's Kyle. Y'all know Kyle. Have y'all paid much attention to NBA basketball?
No.
I've a little bit.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Who's the number 1 seed in the East? Who can answer that question? Who's number 1 seed in the East this year?
Bulls.
It is the Bulls.
It's 25-10.
The Bulls. Well, there's wow.
I
See,
literally.
you're having a great show. You're having a great fucking show.
I'm trying.
Carl was tweeting a lot of last night.
Well, that's fine, but he's got his.
I was aware they were in first.
He called out their record.
I was aware they were
I
in first.
actually,
What's the Warriors' record, Marty?
no idea.
What's the Warriors' record, Big Al?
6 losses.
The Warriors are in first as well. They're 20,
And they're getting
like
Clay.
28-6 maybe.
29-7.
Clay
That's
hasn't
close.
debuted yet, right?
No, he's getting close.
He's
About-
Sunday.
I think-
Sunday.
Isn't he gonna this week? Right.
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah,
I know. I
it's
saw the
Sunday.
videos of him shooting.
fun.
They're so much fun.
So we got the Bulls. They're number 1 seed out east. Out west, it's the Warriors and the Suns. The Suns are 28-8. They're
Who do
great.
the Warriors have on their roster that I was like, oh, they have that fucking guy? Is it?
They got Wiggins. They got who are you talking
Wiggins?
about?
Memphis
No,
guy?
yeah, it was somebody like that. Like, it was probably Wiggins.
You
where
know
I
who's
was like,
good?
They got him.
You know who's a good team and who's a great player? John Morant and Memphis are
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
good.
so
They are so fucking good.
He's so good.
That was fun when that was when we first came back.
Yeah,
And that was your beef. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. 30. You
That was
scored.
a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
really
fun.
had to pack that one up your ass.
Yeah, but at least you know. At
Guy's
least I'm not.
unbelievable.
At least
That was
I'm
a lot
not
of
now.
fun.
He's way
like,
better than
yeah.
Zion. Zion can't even get on
Well,
the court.
Zion,
Can't even get on the court.
we don't know that yet.
Yeah, the best ability is availability, and he can't play basketball.
Yeah, it was Wiggins. It was probably Wiggins.
But the Warriors are 29-7. The Suns are 28-8. The Lakers are the 8th seed. Are the Lakers done as a top-level basketball team under this regime?
The fucking stats guys,
Yeah.
Ebo and like Malasek, and I think Jack Mack's on it too, or McCarthy. They all are holding like Lakers to miss the playoff tickets.
They're not gonna miss the playoffs. So
They could.
They
I mean,
look
they're the
real
8th seed.
fucking smart right now, though.
I said before the year started, this team could not. They can't shoot. They can't shoot the
No, I
basketball.
mean that's.
in a league
I
where
think.
half
fucking
I don't
men's
think that's a
league team.
crazy. I think everyone kind of thought that because it's
Yeah.
like Westbrook. If you had to pick one person, I don't want any of them. shooting.
No.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, they're not gonna not. It's LeBron
the
James.
issue is
gonna
behind them,
play.
like
He's gonna be fine.
Minnesota, Sacramento.
Well, hey, Minnesota's not a bad not a bad basketball team. Excuse me. Sacramento's okay.
The Spurs are 14-21.
Oh yeah, the Spurs haven't been
Spurs
good in
are
a couple
bad.
years.
What happened to Portland?
That's a weird one. They're trash.
just-
Has
Yeah, there's-
McCollum
that
been
doesn't
hurt?
make any
What's
sense.
going on?
No, they just been
They're
bad.
just bad.
I mean, they've been going through the same things everybody else has been going through. But the Warriors, the Suns, the Jazz, the Grizzlies are really good. The Nuggets are really good. And in the East, you got the Bulls at the number 1 seed. But I think it's more interesting in the East who's not in the playoffs. Remember, you guys' great year last year. The Celtics are not in the playoffs.
Celtics
the
are
Knicks,
bad. The Knicks are bad.
not in the playoffs. The Hawks, who I thought were really good.
Celtics.
Shit,
doesn't
the
make
Hawks are
sense.
terrible.
The Hawks are
Yeah,
terrible.
The Hawks are bad. Trey
And
Young's
Trey
been
Young
out
had
a lot.
Trey Young had 56 and 14
And
last
they
night,
lost,
and they
yeah.
lost.
They lost last night.
Yeah, they lost by
I saw
5.
that stat. I
Yeah,
didn't
56
see.
and 14, they lost.
Hey, the Pistons are undefeated in 2022.
Is that correct? Oh, they beat somebody
They
good
beat the
last
Bucks
night.
last
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
Beat
yeah,
the
yeah,
Bucks.
yeah.
Cade Cunningham's fucking good.
Yeah, he sucked at the beginning of the year, and he is very good now. The regular season it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
That's
No, but
NBA's biggest problem. The regular seasons, I think, is
But
terrible.
I think trends have been great this year. Like if you follow line movement, you can
Gambling wise,
you can beat the NBA this year.
Gambling
and
great. Just
I think favorites have done very, very, very well this year. Cavs are very good.
Oh, Cavs. Somebody, whoever they're playing tonight, Memphis, is on a back-to-back. I'm on the Cavs.
And
tonight.
they're
I
on
will
a
say
back-to-back
you
going
love
from
back-to-backs.
that. Love back-to-back.
they're on a back-to-back going from Miami to Cleveland. Like not a quick back-to-back.
Like it.
Can we
Well,
can we touch on college
hold on.
basketball real fast?
Back-to-backs are quick. What do you mean? Not a quick back-to-back. Give that again.
If
No,
it's
no,
in,
no.
like,
You
the same
challenge us.
State?
Are
Give
you
that
ready?
again.
Are you ready?
Yeah. What does not a quick back-to-back mean? Back-to-back is
If
quick.
I were playing in New York and then Philly,
Quick
how would you
back-to-back.
describe that trip?
Quick back-to-back. Okay.
If I
got
were
it.
playing
You
in
had it?
Miami to Cleveland, would you say that's a quick trip?
No.
Playing the Clippers and the Lakers.
Got it.
Pretty easy back-to-back.
All right,
Probably
yeah.
the easiest
Yeah,
back-to-back right
that's
there.
why we talk it out.
Yeah.
You clarified it.
Brooklyn, there's the
Got it.
Nets and Knicks, and then there's the
fucking-
Cavs.
So we talk-
Listen, I'll tell you, you've been around a long time. You're fucking old. You've seen quick back-to-backs, good
How
back-to-backs.
you turn that into an old joke?
I can do whatever I want. I'm a magician. I'm like Maravich. Just spot up.
You ever watch Maravich highlights on YouTube?
I watched the Maravich movie back in the day.
Pistol.
Basketball camp all the time.
The Pistol.
Unbelievable.
I love the pistol.
Unbelievable movie.
It's an awful movie, but I love it so much. If you
I
watch it
still
today, it
think
doesn't
it's
hold up.
great.
It
Yeah.
doesn't hold up. It's very, but it's
Don't know if he'd make a roster.
Pete Maravich. He would be incredible.
You think?
In nowadays game, it makes.
He would be better in today's game than he was in that game.
He scored 44 without a
He
three-point
didn't
line.
have a 3-point line. He averaged 44 points.
It'll
I think
never.
more just that he's probably really slow.
Well,
That's-
I have
that's
that
just-
theory that I mean, I
That's
think a
absurd.
lot of
That-
those guys.
That is patently absurd. Watch any highlight of him. Tell me he's slow.
I'll watch some, but I'm saying it's easy to look fast around a bunch of guys who are really slow.
I don't think the 70s NBA was nearly as slow as you think it was. 60s, early.
I was joking
50s,
about making a roster, but
It's easy when
I'm
you
just
play.
saying it's.
It's easy when you play with a bunch of fat kids and rejects, Rodriguez.
I'm just saying it's tough. Like imagine getting guarded
Do
by
you think
fucking these guys.
Larry
today.
Bird would be great in today's game?
Of course, he could shoot.
I want to see the tapes
Mavericks
though
could too,
of
obviously.
Larry Bird against an average small forward right now, speed wise.
Yeah.
I do want.
That's
to
one
see
thing.
But he
I
was-
don't know how well he'd guard him.
But the thing is, he was slower than those guys back then, so it doesn't really matter.
I know, but now I think they're light years faster than him, if that makes sense. Guys get bigger, faster, stronger. We say it all the time. Like Cam Newton is bigger than Jack Lambert. Jack Lambert was the biggest guy in the world back then. Like,
Jack Lambert, the Steelers linebacker.
yes, Cam Newton's bigger than him. Cam Newton's played quarterback.
Way
That's what I'm
bigger.
saying.
Cam Newton's
Like,
bigger
way-
than a lot of people. Yeah.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like,
Man. All right, lines for this weekend for the NFL.
there is a ton of like mail-in games.
I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of teams that have something to play for and teams that have nothing to play for. Like Chiefs -10 against the Broncos. What are the Broncos doing? What do they care? The Chiefs are playing for the number 1 seed. You've got
McCollum has been out, by the way, 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Clock's
okay.
long.
Did we talk about the tie thing? The Colts.
we got to address it on this show.
Yeah, Tommy fucking.
No, it's actually incredible.
what are we talking about?
So, all right, so basically, the Sunday night game,
It's a heavy ask because the
the
Colts have to
Sunday
lose
night
to the
game
Jaguars.
is Chargers. Who's it? Why am I drawing a blank? Who's up there?
Vegas.
Raiders. Chargers, Raiders. If it's a tall ask. If the Jaguars beat the Colts,
Yeah.
that Sunday night game, if they tie, they both get in the playoffs.
So would you?
Wait. Okay. So the Jags have to beat the Colts.
The Jags,
and
but that's all that. That's a.
and
I
Sunday
saw-
night they have to tie.
It's basically if they tie,
they're
they both
both
get
in.
in. If they lose, who is it? The Steelers or if they lose,
Steelers.
basically winner like the winner goes and like the Steelers.
Now, what
would
nerd
go.
figured this shit out?
But the question is, no matter what, you're a coach. You have a 100% chance to get in, or a 50% chance,
chance.
and a 100% chance to not get any of your players hurt. You're not telling the other coach being, I'm kneeling all game. You do it too.
I don't think at any point they would just phone.
I
him
know
in.
they're not.
I
but
get what he's
you
saying.
don't understand. Like,
but no way.
that-
We-
if I didn't tell you how, but it's 100% and your players don't get hurt, but you get 50%
Sign up
and
every
your
time.
quarterback can get hurt.
And
what are
then
you going to take?
Ev was
without knowing what
also
it is?
doing the thing where it's like basically like let's play chicken. So like kneel for 2 quarters,
And then, like, one
and
guy just
somebody
runs a deep
takes
route.
a fucking deep route, and,
And then
now
it's game on.
It's
Imagine-
on.
fuck you.
It's
Imagine
on.
if they come out,
It
they
would
come
be
out
fucking
before the
awesome.
game saying, hey, both teams are going to knee. Would you take the over half?
I don't know.
No, I said it'd be so fun. The under's like 36. You're just sitting there cheesing the whole time. They're just kneeing. You're like, this is fucking awesome.
Great.
Because you could screw somebody out of it, a division rival. Like I do love that part of it. Somebody would take a shot.
All right, Gambler of the Year, Big Ev. Get us started with our picks today.
All right, so the first one, last traditional bowl game, I'm going heavy on it because LSU has no scholarship quarterback, third night scholarship players. So I'm on Kansas State first half end game, -3.5, -6.5. Diving deep in college basketball, this is where I get in trouble, but this is what I do, so I'm going to do it. I'm on Kentucky +3.5, Minnesota +7. I like Marquette at home against Providence. Love Wake Forest. I think they're sneaky pretty good. And I'm on Baylor -12.5 against Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's got their guys back.
Rico, why don't you go next?
Yeah, I am on Clemson. I get it. It's probably the right spot for Virginia, but I'm done betting on Virginia. I'm going to take Providence. I know this is a spot where Cooley lays it, but we might have some interest in Providence winning tonight. That's all I'm going to say. Cavs -2.5. And the Bench Mob exclusives, we got Friends of the Program, boosted, and Kentucky and the over 140 boosted to 3-1 tonight.
Friends
So
of
I'm
the
on
program
those
is
as well.
actually a really good bet.
Friends of the Program is, Arkansas, Providence, and Duke all just to win.
Duke's -19.
Friends of the Program would have been a good podcast name, too.
That's actually a pretty good one.
I know
you're right.
Bench Mob's good, but Friends of the Program would
That
have
is a
been really
good
good.
one.
Marty Mush.
All right, I got JVR to score, Flyers, money line.
Why?
Green Peaches tonight.
Is he here?
He called me.
You told me you were
last-
going to get me tickets the next time they came.
There, it's Nobu in Anaheim. They had it there too. Thought it was just here. So I got a
I'll
text
take
from
another
Hayes
shot.
and him yesterday. So I have to Auburn -9.5, Texas -6.5, Kentucky +2, FSU money line, Michigan sorry TJ -4, Duke -18.5, Providence money line, bench mob parlay.
Wow.
I love tonight. I'm so excited to sit on my couch.
It is going to be fun.
and watch
Tonight's
the sports
great
tonight.
college basketball.
Full card. Let me see what I got because I know I'm with Big Ev on the college football game. I got Kansas State because, I mean, LSU, new coaches, no
It's one of
players.
those, like, if they win, like, fuck it. But I
There's
just
no player. They ain't got
it's
nobody.
hammer
Yeah.
time. Like, this is, if you, like, watch bowl season.
Who's
like,
playing? Like,
I
they're all
get
They
it.
have
I-
nobody. They
I
have
love
nobody.
Kansas State's
off
program.
Oh, wow. Dana just got here. Wait,
No, he's not here.
do you handle that side of the
Nope.
or are you just
Okay, cool.
content?
He's
Yeah.
kind of content.
Okay, we'll put him on. Unless
I have a theory. I have a theory.
I
About
just
Dana.
worry
I'll
about
talk to you
Kansas
about it
State
later.
laying the 7.
I got Cavs -3.5. I got Kings +6.5. Texas A&M -6 in college basketball, and LSU -2 in college basketball. So there you go. You want
Super Tuesday tonight. Go ahead. What's your theory?
about Dana? Oh, it's an off-air theory.
Oh,
Off the air
I can't
theory.
wait to hear.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant whatever.
Anyway,
Dana's back, by the way. I don't know if you heard.
is he?
He is back.
Wait,
That's fact.
did he even tweet out back when he came back?
Back.
Anyone see Tommy looking to dress tonight?
I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah. He looked pretty good.
Tight, yeah.
Not terrible.
He's
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah, I would.
Look at this.
Oh goodness.
I think all that's pretty okay. That mouth is too open, isn't it?
He is a specimen.
Tongue's
the
out a
best.
little too much.
I'd love to
I
live.
love him.
Who's this?
Shane Gillis.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the
fucking
man.
Gillis is
wait,
here.
was he
He's
the
the man.
Alabama guy?
He's fucking.
Ev, was he
He's
the Alabama
yeah,
guy?
he's who I
Yes.
told you to
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah.
I've been just spreading his stand up around this office. He's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
he's good.
I got a guy coming in too. But what's up, Shane?
How are you, Shane?
Fucking funny.
He's funny. No one say hello to that guy. He said hello to everybody.
All right, Yak's up next.